Hey Saints, I ran across an article today that made me think of this verse here in Ezekiel 39. And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth and shall set fire and burn weapons, both shields and bucklers and bows and arrows, and the handstaves and spears, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years. And that passage has been, one of the bigger challenges in biblical prophecy for a while, because if the war of Gog and Magog started within the 7-year tribulation period, the comment probably wouldn't make sense, because that would mean that they'd be burning these weapons from the war into the millennial reign of Christ, which doesn't seem like it would make sense. For folks that have seen my channel for a while, probably remember, I think this is seal 4 in Revelation 6, and I think the 7-year tribulation period starts at seal 6. And so there is room, for the 7 years of burning weapons, because the war would happen technically before the day of the Lord starts there in the last phrase of Revelation 6. But, what does it mean that Israel shall go forth and shall set on fire and burn the weapons? And a lot of people have supposed that it must have something to do with, burning uranium or something from Russia, or, is the wood stocks of the rifles or something pulled apart and burned. That the whole concept was kind of weird. But so today I was reading an article. Now consider the source in this article, because it's before it's news. Thorium reactors may dispose of enormous amounts of weapons-grade plutonium while yielding power, thermal energy, and desalinated water. And I'll put the link in here, but scientists in Russia have come up with this technique because they produced, huge amounts of weapons-grade plutonium during the Cold War buildup. And now they figured out a way to burn that and burn it down so that you don't have a radioactive hazard afterwards. And I don't really know the link, but one of the last things it says here, in addition, water can be desalinated at thorium reactors. And then it says contact. And this Tomsk Polytechnic University is a Russian university. I looked that up. And that's really curious, because if it's Russia leading the group that comes down against Israel, they definitely would have weaponized nuclear weapons. And who's the leader in the world right now at desalinization? It's actually Israel. So I could just see, a relationship here where somehow maybe this technology is used to convert all the weaponized plutonium that would be in the arsenal of the Russians coming down and their partners, right? But then at the same time, Israel uses huge amounts of power to do that desalinization conversion. They have a fairly arid, obviously, landscape and a lot of farming, and so they are the leaders in the technology of desalinization. So I just thought, boy, that's pretty compelling. I don't know if this is the answer, but I can now see how that could happen, and what a benefit to get rid of some of this weaponized plutonium that's been floating around. So God bless. I just thought I'd share it. I'll put the link down below.